See, sometimes one good hot slap can solve a very big problem. So something happened to this lady. Let me narrate. Now there's a particular guy that has been disturbing this lady, that he likes her, like he's always disturbing her. The guy staying in Owerri while the lady staying in Abuja. But anytime she goes to Owerri for a visit, the guy will always disturb her, that he likes her, he do this and do that, and the lady has always been refusing, right? So a few years later, she got admission in a university in Owerri, and then she moved to Owerri. She was staying with her friend, right? And then all of a sudden they started dating. Please listen to this story. They started dating in her first year that she got admission into the school, and in that same first year she moved in with him and started living with him. The guy is an ice cream and a popcorn seller. That is what he does. And then this lady started following him to sell ice cream. She abandoned her studies and started going with him. The guy have a small boy that is like a boy. So both the guy, the lady, and that small boy, all of the three of them will go together to sell ice cream. He have one small boss like that. You know this ice cream boss. So head is that boss that they used to go with. So anytime they go out to sell like that, people will always be like, this your woman is fine. You know, she's beautiful. And then the guy will say, no, she's not my woman. No, she's my sister. At that time, the lady was 17 years old and the guy was 35. That's more than times 2 of her age. 18 years gap. Most of the time, the guy will be sleeping in the bus while the lady and that small boy, they'll be selling ice cream. And she still did not complain. Just like saying, I don't use juju for a relationship. So later, the guy started complaining. Like any small thing like this, he'll just be shouting. If his charger got spoiled, he'll be shouting at her and blaming her that she's one that spoiled the charger. Even got to some point where he started beating her. Because of this, whenever she tried to leave, the guy would just say, go and become ashawo. For those that don't know the meaning of ashawo as prostitutes. And whenever the lady leaves, when she got to the junction, she would turn around, return back home, and then started begging him. The guy would tell her to kneel down and raise up her hands. Like you tell her to kneel down, raise up her hand, and she'll do it though. She will kneel down, raise up her hand, and you tell her to promise him not to misbehave again before you tell her to stand up. And she was doing all of these things. So at some point, the lady told him that she wants to go back to school, but the guy refused. He told her that when they get married, he opened an ice cream branch for her so that she also be selling that ice cream. He told her that he was also a graduate, and what has he gained? He's now selling ice cream. And then one day the guy was having issue with his boss, and then the lady was just trying to encourage him, just like a normal girlfriend, right? But the guy told her that she should not encourage him, that her mates are collecting money from their parents to give to their man. See, manipulation though. Meanwhile, the lady's parents thought she was in his school. They sent her accommodation fee and even school fees. She gave all of this money. She gave everything to that man to repair his bus. So on her birthday, the guy told her he wanted to take her out, that he wanted to go and flex her. And then he took her out. But guess what he bought her? Just one bottle of malt. No cake, no anything special. One bottle of malt. 1 month for her birthday. And then on their way back home in his bus, still on her birthday, right? A car drove past them. This guy just started shouting. He said the lady is looking at the car because the car is bigger than his own. He said, is it because him is driving a bus? He said that's why he's always calling her ashawo, because there's a shower in her eyes. And before this lady could understand what was happening, he gave her one hot slap. And this was why I said from the beginning that a very good hot slap can solve a big problem. Because after this slap, her eyes opened. It was just as if God used that slap to wake her up. That was when she realized that something is really wrong with her. Now there's no for relationship. I'm sure there are some people that can still be going through this thing in this age like this. Anyways, that's what I see.